What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another episode of The Sav Show. My name is Savilian, and today I'm going to be talking about the Inside Voice launch party that took place over the weekend. Special event, something that I think everyone in the room will cherish and remember for many, many years to come. So we're going to break the lead up to it, break down the whole planning, the rollout, and just kind of my analysis post the post the event. All right, so let's go back to the beginning of the year, right? So me and Koo, we sit down at the beginning of the year and we think about how we want this year to look, okay? We sit down, we take pen and pad, and we literally map it out. Now, last year, me and rūku played a lot of shows. Rūku especially. Like, together, I think we would have played like 40, 50 shows. We were at a lot of shows. We were in the scene a lot because, the bottom line is, we're kind of foreigners. We come from Sydney. We're still kind of building our name and our reputation in this city and in this scene. And the goal last year was to just play as many shows as possible, get the reps in, feel comfortable on stage, get to know people, shake hands, show up, do our best, put our faces out into the scene and, get to know who's who and what's what, So that was the goal last year, and we did that. I feel like we did that very competently, with a lot of integrity, and I'm really proud of the way that we conducted ourselves last year in all the shows that we played. At the beginning of this year, we sat down and we thought, okay, well, we could easily go do that again, but will we gain more than we had gained last year from doing the same thing? Potentially, there's an argument to be made from doubling down and kind of like building on the momentum that we gathered. But we thought we would just try a different approach. And the approach was this. Let's not play any shows. Let's finish our projects, like our musical projects. I was working on an EP. He was working on an album. Let's finish our projects and let's play them together at a venue that's in our community to people that we have become friends with, that we have built rapport with in our community. Let's get a bunch of people from our community together and celebrate our musical achievements, these projects, right? That way, and this was the goal, this is what we had planned to do. We didn't quite get there, but this was the goal. Sell out the Leadbeater Hotel, 300 cap room. If we can sell that out, if we be really specific and aim to sell this venue out, then I think it's a really good marketing tool for us to use when we go talk to booking agents, festivals, touring acts, whatever, and say, we are the guys that can put 300 people in one room, okay? Now that to a booking agent or to like a touring act or like a festival promoter or, even a venue booker, that's a really cool prospect. If you're a person that can do that, they're like, okay, that definitely pricks her ears or pokes her ears, piques her interest, whatever. It fucking does something to them. So we were like, okay, let's do that. Let's be really intentional and let's do that. Now, with that intentionality and with all our energy directed at that thing and with our forces combined, we genuinely thought that we could do it or at least get pretty close to it. I'm here to say that we didn't get anywhere near that 300 number, but we got pretty much almost everything else that we wanted. We got a room full of people that we loved. We got a room full of great supporters. We got a great energy. We got artists on a bill that we respected and cared about and wanted to play with. We got a wholesome vibe. Like, it was good energy. It was good people. It was wholesome. It was lovely. It was fun. There wasn't a fucking bad vibe in sight, honestly. And like, for a full-on hip-hop lineup of very mixed genres and sounds and, people from all walks of life and different parts of the scene, to put 10 artists on a bill and do a 6-hour night of music, it's not impossible to say that, but it's it's not always the case. It's not like, set in stone that, you're going to put a night of music on and it's going to run perfectly as far as like, no hiccups, no bullshit, no beef, nothing like that. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't happen. On this occasion, there was not one of those negative connotations in sight. And I think that's a big testament to me and Ku and what we're building and the reputation that we're preceding ourselves with and the community that we're building and the people that we associate with. Like it's something that we care about. We care about not only making music and doing cool shit, but also hanging out with good people and cool people that want to make the world a better place. So I think we did that. The lineup was hectic. Everyone brought their A game. The fans were, going crazy. So look, just a great night. So quickly, I'm gonna shout out a couple people right now that made the event particularly beautiful and special. First of all, I'm gonna start off by shouting out J Love, our sound guy. He's one of the people I've grown probably to like the most since I've come to Melbourne. He's always held it down for me and my brother. He's always given us great feedback and praise, and I think there's a large amount of mutual respect there. So when we decided to kind of put this show on, I thought I really, really want J Love there, just because his professionalism and also just the respect that he's shown to me and Ku is has definitely not been overlooked, and I wanted him there, and once again he delivered. Like he held it down. He fucking came through. He pulled the bits and pieces of the show together when things were getting scrappy. He held it down and he made it work, and he got us a good show that sounded great. So shout out J Love for all your hard work and support on the night. So thank you. Big shout out to Harry Fox. He's a DJ and a producer all the way from Brisbane, and he really fucking held it down on the night. Like it was his birthday. He was down from Queensland, and I hadn't seen him in a long time, but we're like really old friends. We go back a fair way in the music game, and he came through and he DJ'd the house down. He DJ'd for me and a couple of other acts. He DJ'd in between sets. He DJ'd after the show to like kind of keep the party going a little bit. He got real turnt. It was his birthday, and he had fun, and he just was there for it. He was just about it, and he couldn't have done any better than that. I want to also shout out Airports, my bro, from way back. He came through in many aspects, coming down and rehearsing with Ku, the day before, also playing a big role in rūku's album and the delivery of it and the executive production of a couple of the tracks and featuring on it and really just bringing it to life and giving it that, professional touch that it needed just towards the end there. And then obviously coming through on the night, switching it up with these, pop punk aesthetic, the electronic kind of aspect that he brings. And man, the bro's just a professional from head to toe, like music tech nerd bro, from start to finish. And he held it down and brought all of that energy for the whole 2 or 3 days that he was here, being around us, being around the show, supporting us, etc., etc. Also want to shout out all the sponsors. We had some great local sponsors come on board, friends and family plus locals, sponsors, local businesses. And with them, the show wouldn't have been able to be executed, to the extent that it was. So I want to shout out Undercover Roasters, Rowan Allan Fitness, Cottonmouth, Devoted Abilities, Fried and Tasty, Fat, shout out T. I also want to shout out Energie Solar. My cousin Mitch owns that company, and he came through for the show specifically, flew down, made the effort to come down and was a part of it, helped me with the merch desk, even though we fucked that up and didn't sell anything, but he was there supporting and helping us deliver the show. So shout out him. And I want to shout out Phoenix Barbering on Bridge Road in Richmond. Those boys have been so helpful and supportive. Bailey, thank you for your help, brother. But yeah, all those businesses have just been so supportive and helping us kind of, put our dream together, put our goals together, put our execution together. And we can't be thankful enough for their support. So shout out to those businesses. I'll leave links to them all below. If you want to go check them out, please do so, because, you know, they support us to do our thing, and, you know, we just can't be grateful enough. So we're always going to help them in any way that we can. I also want to shout out Kaz and Ali, who came through on the video and the photography on the night. I reached out to those guys a little while back, and honestly, I had I'm going to throw actually Eliza 224 photography into this conversation right now, but I had a lot of feedback from people that were there saying, man, whoever was on the fucking cameras, they were killing it. They were everywhere. And I noticed it myself, even though I was everywhere as well, and I was having like a crazy, you know, experience trying to run the show, trying to keep everything together. I also noticed them guys, Kaz, Ali, Eliza, also just everywhere, taking photos, video, just like not missing anything. So absolute A-class professionalism from start to finish by all three of them. And I can't be thankful enough for their efforts. My brother James, thank you for holding it down on the merch desk with Mitchie. Appreciate you being there and making that effort. And then one or two more shout outs. My dad Paul and my best mate Leathery Poo coming down from Sydney just to be here for the show. Huge effort from both of you guys, and yeah, not to be overlooked or understated. I appreciated you both being there, even though, you know, it was a bit of a rough one, getting in late, you know, coming to the show all night and then having to leave early. Dad, thank you so much for the effort. To all the acts who played and everyone else that was a part of the night, everyone who supported, everyone who went hard. Yeah, thank you so much. Me and Ku are so happy. And yeah, it was a great success on so many different levels, but it's also just the start of what we're doing here, you know, like it's a nice kind of like tying together of the different moments and pockets. And it's cool to feel everyone in the same room with the same energy and you know that we're working on something and building towards something, but it's only the start. And, you know, now me and Ku got to focus on telling everyone in the world about this album and focus on getting more music out and telling everyone about that as well. So yeah, thank you to everyone who's been a part of it. Thank you to everyone that was there on the night. Thank you to everyone that turned up. You guys are all beautiful and amazing. And yeah, honestly making the world of difference in every goddamn facet. And yeah, we can't be happy enough with everything that we got coming our way and everyone that's sharing this journey with us. So I'm going to stop rambling right now, but that's it. Thank you again. Inside Voice launch party got turned the fuck up, and yeah, can't be happier. And it's all because of you. So thank you. Inside Voice launch party was a huge success. Savilian, the people's champ, signing out. And yeah, I'll chat to you soon. Let's go.